Hello, Vikings. Welcome back to another episode of Friday Night Vike, and we are your hosts. I'm Jacob.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Dante.
Now, you may have noticed something weird that we aren't actually ourselves right now, but little claymation figures.
How interesting. So I'm just this little figure.
Yeah, and I didn't think I would look this good as a clay man. First to start, let me show some gratitude towards a teacher that has helped me through school. Hey guys, I'm here with Mr. Gonzalez. He's a middle school teacher, and I wanted to interview him for teacher appreciation, and he's helped me out a lot through middle school, and here's a little bit about him.
I am Profe Gonzalez. I teach TWBI Social Studies for 6th grade. I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade STEO. Sometimes I teach 6th and 7th grade. Sometimes I teach 7th and 8th grade STEO. And with STEO, I concentrate in 4 domains. The first one is listening, in which we read the questions, we take notes while listening, and obviously you have to pay full attention, and it becomes a listening writing activity. And then when we do reading, we read the text, examine the questions, what does it mean, reread the text, find the evidence, and then go answer the questions carefully. For writing, we correct our minor grammar errors. We choose words we know how to spell and understand, and then we replace it with more academic words. We check our spelling. We complete sentences with periods and commas and capitalizations. We use words that we know how to spell. And then we concentrate and able to do 2 to 3 paragraphs at the end of the school year. And then we take our LPAC test in February, and then our state test in May. With education, you gotta recognize that making mistakes is part of learning. And if you're afraid of making mistakes, you're not gonna learn. So what you have to understand is that when you make a mistake, you don't have to dwell on it. You just say, okay, I understand what I did wrong. Now, how do I correct it? How do I go from there and become a better writer, a better reader, or so forth and so on?
All right, and I know that I've had you in the past, probably about 5 to 6 years ago. Could you explain like how that class was with when I was in it?
Well, just like what I explained with the STEEL process of speaking, listening, reading, and writing, with the speaking is really important as well, because if you speak academically, it will help you with your writing. So in Spanish, como escribes es como hablas, or como hablas es como escribes. In English, it's much different. The way you say things and you spell them completely different from Spanish. So really the concentration is, are we able to speak academically? Are we able to read in a high level? Are we able to write academically and use words we understand? And with Kevin, it was a delight, because I know that we practice a lot of the speaking with him. And eventually we get into this part, which is doing interviews with the camera, which I wouldn't imagine that we'd be doing now. But I'm really proud of you, Kevin, that you came a long way from when you were here in middle school.
And thank you. And thanks for also helping me out when I was here in middle school, struggling with speaking and my writing as well. Because I know that with this class that I took in 6th and 7th grade, it's really helped me out throughout high school as well. So thank you.
And we've become better every year. Last year with the LPAC test, we got 43 4s, and this year we got 53, so we increased by 23%. So we're doing progress, and progress is better than no progress. And when students are progressing and they're making strides to get better, always strive to be excellent, always strive to do your best. And if you fall in your feet, you just have to get up and do better, and finally realize that it's not the end of the road, it's just the beginning. So when one road closes, another one opens.
Thank you, and you heard it from Mr. Gonzalez. And thank you, and I appreciate you.
Kevin, I appreciate you coming here and interviewing me.
Damn, Kevin, that went deep.
Thank you, kind sir.
Now let's hear a new review from the Scrutinizer.
It's time for the Scrutinizer right now.
Wow, that intro is super old. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Scrutinizer, the show where someone that doesn't know music talks about music. Anyway, now we have this really boring band up, the Beatles and their Sgt. Lonely Pepper Band album. Let's go into that. Alright, for this episode, we're going to start off a little bit different. So, there's actually some good points I have for this. Mainly one, and that is, it was 40 minutes long. The reason this is good is because it gave me less of a headache compared to everything else I've listened to. Alright, so I'm going to start off by saying, this entire album, whatever the hell it is, band album, it was all just happy songs. And I mean, happy songs are all right, but it's like they all just kind of sounded the same. They were all, oh, happy, go cheery, oh, I'm so happy, blah 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 blah. It wasn't interesting to listen to. It was just boring, and I probably fell asleep during it. I don't remember it, honestly. Another problem I have with this album, band, whatever the hell it is the name. Why is it called Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Band Club, whatever, when there's not even a mention of this so-called Sgt. Pepper Lonely Band Man guy? I don't know. It's just kind of annoying. And you also have the fact that some of the songs are like trying to tell a story, but there's no story to it. So it's like a weird hybrid of like Hamilton and, I don't know, some other music band. I don't know. Another thing that really bothers me is that people think that this is a good band. Like, all their songs that I listened to were crap. They were all garbage. I don't understand how anyone could like this band. The Beatles suck. Why did they become popular? I don't get it. They're so bad. Why? Overall, I'd give Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Bart Band Thingy Bob a 2 John Lemons out of 1 David Chapman. Thank you for watching the Scrutinizer. I'll see you next time.
Well, that's all for the Scrutinizer today.
Wow, that was interesting. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it, you know. Now, Dante, is there some gratitude you want to show towards a teacher?
Yes, let's watch that now. Hey guys, I'm Dante, and I'm with Miss Peraza. Miss Peraza, can you tell me a little about yourself?
Yes, I have been a teacher since 2005, so that's a while. I think I've taught every subject pretty much from 5th grade to 12th grade, and I love my job. I tried to retire, but I love my job too much, so I had to come back.
Thank you. What was the experience of me being in your class?
Well, Dante started the first term, right? And he's grown so much from the beginning of that term to where now you've got like one of the highest grades in the class. He does all his work. It was fun having Dante in class.
Thank you, Miss Peraza.
Okay, thanks.
I just want to say, Miss Peraza, I want to say thank you for keeping me on the right track. Thank you for, checking my grades every day to see if I'm failing or not. So I just want to say thank you for everything.
You are welcome.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a joy. Been a pleasure.
Yeah. So, thank you.
Very interesting, Dante. What an amazing helper she is.
You guys think our sports team did good this year?
Yes.
Let's watch some clips of this year's sports.
Our athletes were very good this year. It reminds me of a story that I have. Speaking of story, here is the storytelling club.
So, hey, I'm here with Mr. Garcia and Cecilia. Can you tell us what club you have here at STHS?
The Storytelling Club?
And can you give us a description of what you guys do in this club?
So this club is mostly where we have a prompt, and we use the prompt to learn how to use creative writing more. And we just sometimes we share what we write, and so it's basically just like us learning about writing.
All right, interesting. And is this club going to be available next year?
Yeah, it's going to be available for everyone. For Flex, come on by, sign up, and we'll have a great time.
And can you give me a little experience of you being in this club?
So I'm the president, and I really wanted to start the club because I came to this school, and I wanted to get involved in something, but there was nothing very nothing here that I was very interested in. So I decided to start my own thing with like a passion of mine that I'm like really like passionate about, which is writing. And so I started it first with Miss Levine, and then
I love telling stories. Now, Jacob, you have asked us about teacher gratitude. Do you have any gratitude?
Of course. Here it is. What's up? I'm Jacob, and I'm here with...
Coach Ryan.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yep, my name is Ryan, like I said. I born and raised in Tahoe, went to school at Cuesta College for wrestling. I've been the wrestling coach for the last 22 years at South Tahoe, and I've competed in wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and track and field events. I had my leg amputated in 2004.
What's your experience been like with me as a student or a wrestler being coached by you?
Well, so I guess now I've known you 7 years. So I watched you grow from a tiny little guy to just a regular little guy. And you've always been one of my favorites to watch. Your competitive spirit is one of my favorite characteristics of a person. So I've always enjoyed that about you. And it's been sort of like a father-son type relationship where I've been able to just watch you at each step grow. And it feels good knowing that now I'm going to send you off into the world as a capable guy.
And I just want to say that I appreciate you as a coach for 7 years, especially for this sport. You and your motivational speeches it's improved my mentality greatly. And just one last thing I want to say, no thank you.
No, thank you. I can't believe you got me on that. What?
And we will definitely see each other in the future. I'm going to go to community college here for 2 years now. I'll be coaching. You already know that.
Yeah, you better help.
Yeah, I'm going to be help coaching. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I just want to say, if you end up being like Jacob, you've done it the right way. And I want anybody who watches this to realize that the best part of my life is the opportunities that I've had to help people on the way. And if you right now have your mindset of figuring out what you can do in the future so that you can contribute the most to your community, that's what's going to set you on a path to be a happy, content person who feels satisfied at the end of the day.
Nice. And no, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
You guys remember how I said I have a story?
Yes.
I forgot it, but here is something else I have a story about.
Hey, I'm here with Mr. Garcia. Can you tell us what club you also have here at the high school?
Yeah, we're here at the esports club. We play video games and we compete nationally around the West Coast. Come stop by and get ready to fight, play some games.
Can you tell us a brief description of what you guys do in this club?
Yeah, so we're going to be playing in a nationally recognized league called Versus Play. We're going to have a group where we meet up every week and play against other schools in California, Utah, Washington, and Nevada. And we're going to be able to compete in different video games, League of Legends, Rocket League, Smash Bros, and more. So we'll be doing that every week. And then for Flex, if you want to stop by, just throw down. We'll be playing some games. And
is this club going to be available next year?
This club is definitely going to be available next year. We're in the process of working on our esports room. So we're building the computers right now. We're getting the desks ready, the chairs, TVs. We just repainted the room. So we're doing all the work. So this will be available next year for sure.
All right, great. And you heard it from Mr. Garcia.
I'm not really a gamer, but it does seem interesting. You guys want to know an immediate way to up your education?
What?
Don't ditch.
First up, we have our first candidate today. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. You know what he wins? The Ditcher Award. Why are you doing this right now, man?
I need a pee.
You need a pee? Do you have a pass to pee? What are you pointing at? What's over there? There's nothing over there. Why are you pointing at nothing? Have you ever been diagnosed with schizophrenia?
Yeah.
That's actually very tragic. Jack, hit that gritty. Hit that McGriddle. I don't know if y'all are hearing this right now, but downstairs, There's some grade A ditchers, man. Oh wait, they're going into the women's bathroom. Here they are, man. Go, come on, let's go. They're running. All right, we lost them, man. We lost them. What are you doing outside of class right now?
I'm injured and I cannot play volleyball.
What are you doing right now, man?
I crashed.
Oh. So you're watching TikTok?
Jackson bedsheet with the droplets off his white boys that were lost in the upside down when Will bought a Demogorgon to play.
That's what's up.
Mentally deranged, yeah? Go brainless.
Look right there at the window. I don't think they see me, but I see them. 4 ditchers, man. 4 of them. Come on. I think they got a pass, actually. Look at this. They got a pass. This is actually respectable activity.
Oh, hi, Mark.
All right. My name is Wade. Who am I here with? Isabel. What stunted your growth and height?
Are you serious, my brother?
A boulder fell on me when I was a kid.
A boulder. That's really unfortunate. What's the quote of the day?
Are you bleach? Because I'm thirsty.
That one don't make sense.
Well, that has been our final episode of Friday Night Vike.
Wait, Dante, what was that story you had?
All right, so it goes like this. Once upon a time, I forgot.
Seriously?
Yep,
I guess we will never know.
I guess not. But anyways, y'all have a good day and peace.